Kevin McMahon here.
And Sheryl McCormick.
And guess what we're going to talk today? A little straight talk.
Straight talk about divorce, guys. We're back.
Amen. There's a lot of things to take into consideration. And, one of them might be, if I'm going through a divorce, how am I going to pay out my spouse the equity in our home or homes?
Yeah, because chances are you're going to come to some sort of settlement and you're going to have to divide that property somehow.
Absolutely.
So either one person's going to keep the property and you're going to have to pay out the other person, or you may have to sell the property. So let's talk about some of those things.
Those things are called an equity buyout when we're dealing with divorce, okay? And your attorney is going to put that on your property settlement agreement inside of your divorce decree, all right? So an equity buyout can be done with any asset that we own, and that could be on your primary, your secondary, or any other investment property that you and your spouse have. Now, it is going to be really expensive to get cash out of a second home, or...
What? Really?
Yeah, yes.
Why is the second home different than the primary home?
Oh, the risk. I mean, think about it, okay? If things get tough, what bill are you not going to pay? The house that you live in or the house that hangs out empty half of the year?
Makes sense.
I mean, like if I came on hard times, first off, if I ever come on hard times, I'm going to sell the house. All right, sell that house. Don't be committed to keeping it, But if I come into a situation where I literally cannot make the payment, well, for people that are licensed, like as a certified mortgage planning specialist and certified divorce lending professional, I hold a license with the CFPB through the NMLS. It's a whole lot of freaking words. I know, right?
A lot of letters.
It's a whole lot of letters. I would lose my license to do my job. That's not going to happen, right? That would be irresponsible of me financially because I know better, all right? Now, you're going to know better, but knowing better doesn't make the difference. It's expensive because of the risk to the investor.
Makes sense.
End of the day.
So what are the options then?
Well, you could access equity in a different way. So the equity buyout can come from a second mortgage. Now, not all second mortgages are able to be put on a second home or an investment home. Sometimes only people will put a second mortgage on a primary home, all right? Maybe a line of credit, if the home is paid in full, could go on homes 1, 2, or investment. But if they're going on a second home or an investment property, you're going to be looking at a specialized bank to put that lien on there because it's a higher risk. Remember, when it comes to lending, the higher the risk, the more expensive. Cha-ching.
What about retirement assets? Could you dig into retirement
Perfect
assets?
segue. Yep, you can pay equity buyout in any way. So if the home is worth $100 and you've got a 50-50 split and you need to pay $50, you don't have to get a loan. You can pull it out of retirement. You can pull it out of liquid checking and savings.
But check with your financial advisor for any tax ramifications, and your CPA as well.
100%. Check with your whole team. That's the purpose of these videos, is that we are just encouraging you that one consultation is not enough, right? You need to look at the whole big picture before you do anything. Your attorney is a contract negotiator, lender negotiator, transaction real estate negotiator. Tax person is a tax master. Financial planner is about your assets, their current and future possibilities. You need to check in with everybody to make sure that everything is moving in alignment with the plan.
What we're trying to do is give you knowledge in terms of all of the options that could be available to you.
Absolutely. So it's possible. And then when we're talking about that also, let's just think about, again, refresh us. How do we want to determine the value?
Well, there's a couple of ways you can determine value. Your real estate professional can do comparative market analysis.
It gets me every time.
I know. Which basically is where they would go in and they would search comparable properties that have recently sold, with a similar style, a similar location, and from that they would come up with a valuation of your home. They could also hire an appraiser who actually does a more, in-depth valuation of your home based on square footage, and they actually come into your home and view it, and so it's a little bit more detailed, usually more expensive as well, because a lot of times your real estate professional will give you a comparative market analysis for free. So, but those are some good options for you.
Wonderful. Anything else we can think about when we're looking at that equity buyout and what might be the best play?
You know, I say just weigh all of your options before you make a decision. Don't make a hasty decision. Don't do something real quickly. Just explore all of your options, get all of the knowledge and information that you can.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Sheryl. Well, this is Audra.
And this is Sheryl.
All right. This has been Straight Talk.
Straight talk about divorce. We'll see you next time.